It must have been a few months back when the developers at Wargaming decided to add another game mode, a fun, relaxing game mode to World of Tanks Blitz. And they decided to add it to the game during the Halloween weeks. Because we had them Mad Games, we had Helsing and Dracula before, we had Tankenstein. There was a lot of fun, not much wailing and whining and moaning and gnashing of teeth. Just happy players who were playing the game and who were gathering XP for the next tank and who were getting basically free credits and who were just having a real good time. And they decided to add a mode called Uprising, because that's really the hand from the grave. When you're dead with your last gasp, you will just retain one hit point and then you can shoot again and just live to tell another tale and shoot another red and blow up another tank and have another turret popping off. And player underscore number thingy was really happy with it because it was very easy for him to grind up to tier 6 and then 7 and then 8 and get that buffed Tiger 2, and he was really happy to see that happening. But Wargaming made a little bit of an oversight. It was a good game mode, make no mistake about that. It's a good game mode, Uprising. Realistic, brilliant. Mad Games, pretty darn fun. This game mode, Uprising, jolly good. But they made an oversight, because you can grind credits in this mode. You can do a lot of damage in this mode. You respawn, which means that you get more chances if you do one stupid mistake and it's not instant death. If you manage to unlock enough of that Alex stuff, then you will receive your bonuses, your special abilities, which is good, which is fun. And if you do a lot of damage, then you can get a lot of XP, because XP and damage that's coupled together, the more damage you do, the more XP you will earn. The more you spot for your enemy, the more XP you will earn. And yeah, that's what you have to get to really get to the next tank. But here comes the thing. The massive oversight by Wargaming. While Admiral Nam bounces the back of an IS-8 with this very high penetrating, accurate British gun in the Chieftain Mark 6, here comes the oversight. You can grind XP in this mode. You can not get medals in this mode, but you can ruin someone else's day, because the XP you will get, that's really high. It's astonishingly high because of the damage you do. You can do up to 20k, 21k in Uprising. I've got a few games already recorded for tomorrow's video. But if you do 2k damage, you can already figure out that the amount of XP you will get is going to be monstrous. And yes, that XP, and that's the massive oversight that Wargaming have, that XP is also tied into the mastery bars, into the ace bars. It adds to the aces. That means that nobody in Supremacy or Encounter is currently able to ace a tank, unless you do like, I don't know, 10k damage in tier 6, but it's pretty much impossible if you have normal matchmaking. And Admiral Nam, you can see he's doing a really good job over here at Normandy in his Chieftain Mark 6, and he hasn't bounced a shot yet, and he's missing the shot on the Death Star, who has just fired a shot, and there's the Batchet is behind, or it is the T-62A. No, it was the Batchet, because the T-62A is on top over there. He's going to shoot him through the butt cheek any second now, and he can shoot the lower plate and the miss again. But look at that, 5,701 damage done already, and this guy in the FV is thinking, got erect, let's shoot one up into the sky, because I decided to push in. I thought the game was won, but no, not so much. Reds well, Greens, for him, Reds are now taking it back because Admiral Nem decided not to push in. And he's managed to do 6,295 damage already in the Chieftain Mark 6. Frontlining it like a boss. He's going to get some more damage. But he ain't going to get no ace medal. His mastery has not been received in this tank. Why is that? Well, Wargaming screwed it up. Because third classes, second classes, first classes and ace bars, they are tied to the average XP earned by players in a tank for the last 7 days. If you want to get an ace, you need to be above 99% of the players in said tank during the last week. But if you can get like 2k XP in Uprising mode, and that's all calculated and affected into the requirements to get second, third, first and ace bars, then you can understand that doing 6,000 plus damage in tier 10, which would normally get you an ace bar, it will get you an ace badge, it will get you a mastery, no problem whatsoever. You might not get one if you are in the back camping, but you would most certainly get one if you are frontlining it in a heavy or in a medium and spotting like a boss. 6,823 damage dealt. It's not going to be enough for an ace in an encounter battle at Normandy. Look at it, high caliber scout medal, third class with 1,728 base experience. That would be an ace game throughout the year, except for this week, and then maybe some days after Wargaming have removed this mode. Look at this, third class. I'm above 50% of the players. Yes! Because of Uprising! And it's a freaking brilliant game mode, but not when it's doing shit like this. And if you thought that that last game was brutal and savage, now look at this one from R_Esam765 in the STV, the StrV 74A2, I think. Well, the tier 6 premium Swedish tank. I think it's not a Swedish tank still. I think it's still under hybrid nation. Not quite sure actually. Maybe European tech free at the moment. But it was the first. I think actually the first autoloader in the game. Was it before the IS-3 Defender? I'm not quite sure. But it was one of the first autoloading tanks in the game. And the autoloaders obviously have burst capability. So there he goes. He's blocked 200 damage. Not sure where. Might be on the front. And his Type 58 decided to roll in. He gets shot by Resum, and then once and twice and 3 times the first kill. 900 damage dealt, 1 kill, 200 blocked. Thank you. That's great. But now he has got some work to do. And this game is going to unfold. It's your typical, say, mid-tier game. People have gone up to tier 5 and 6 and they are just completely clueless, and they decide to do the main thing that new players do. Stay together, keep guns together, make an iron fist. And you can see there's 2 tank destroyers spotted in SU-100. Y over there they have a Wi-Fi T-34, this VK, this shot goes into the SU-100Y, and yet another one, and he decides to stop in front of a gun and with an open line of sight. And stuff like this happens when you have new players. They don't know the lines of sight yet. This KV-2 is a bit lucky, but the shot bounces, then this shot goes into the next horn, and Resum is going to reload after the next one. That one goes in as well. Thank you very much. It's great to have a pack of tanks just driving forward into this line of sight at Desert Sands. It's just, it's a turkey shoot. And then, 9 out of 10 times, stuff like this happens. They, as in the rats, they don't know what to do. They have pushed, they have won the town, it's 4 versus 6. But they are spotted, they know there are tank destroyers in the town, they know there's tanks on the other side of the railroad, and this KV-2 decides to go in, which sometimes is a good idea, but a KV-2 has bad accuracy, has bad aim time and bad view range. It's a bit less important on Blitz than it is on console/PC because of the fact that a KV-2 has to deal with lower ranges on Blitz than PC and console. But he decides to shoot anyway and sit in front of a gun that shoots 3 times. They haven't figured this out yet. But if you manage to do 2,595 damage in the Steve when you have 10 hit points, that's a good game by any measure. And if you can do 3 kills and nearly 3k damage, that's quite a brilliant game. Then this Wi-Fi T-34 decides to bounce, I'm not sure why, and then there's the autoloader kicking in again once, twice, bounce yet another shot 3 times. Yes, there we go. AP, some APCR was needed to kill the tank. Maybe not needed, but yeah, you want to get that kill. And you can see that Reesum has already done 3 times his hit points worth. And he's going to just blind fire right up in there and another AP shot and just APCR for good measure. Not sure if they penetrated, but yeah. There might be tanks over there. He's not spotted anyway. And his team has managed to take it back to a 4 versus 3. And why is that? Reds have lost their spotters. They don't know what to do. That 82 is behind the railroad now. The VK is still there. His tank destroyers are into the desert area, just wallowing around. And this Chrome was thinking, well, this guy in the StrV, he's doing a good job. Let's follow him along. Yeah, right. One shot into, miss a shot on the Nesson, bounce a shot on the VK, get another shot in, and then wiggle. Yes, the VK just misses. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, sit behind the building, reload. No tanks spotted. Not on the right side of the building, not on the left side of the building. And hello, there's going to be the Cromwell. He's going to say capture the base. We're not going to do that because we're going to shoot and bounce again. And I mean, the stars are just... The stars have aligned for Reesum. He's incredibly lucky blocking 920 damage with an StrV which virtually has no armor. And that Cromwell is nearly dead. And same for this VK who is now completely dead. And you can see, just look at the damage. 4,318. This Stuk is feeling very brave because the Nesson decided to push in and gets killed now by Reesum HE shell. And at least just this 82 to finish off. Bounce yet another shot on the tracks. He's incredibly lucky in that regard. And the SU-100Y says, nuts team. Yeah, but come on. You have stuff like this. One shot into him, blows up the 82. 4,829 damage dealt in a tier 6 medium tank. The damage record for all the surface. And there is any eye. 1,634 damage dealt. Look at that. All he's done is spotting damage, the credits, the XP, and he gets the first class. Thank you, Wargaming. Thank you, Uprising. Give me my ace! That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of the universe. I see you all in the next video. Cheers and happy time, guys.